Hello and welcome to Meeting Result Essentials, your guide to getting the most out of your Meeting Result subscription. In this episode, we will cover how to plan a meeting within Meeting Result. There are three options to plan a meeting within Meeting Result. This video will cover option 1, and subsequent videos will cover the additional 2 options. The first option is to plan a meeting directly from the My Projects dashboard or from within an individual project. The second option is to clone an existing meeting. And the third option is to plan a meeting using your normal calendar system such as Outlook, iCal, or Google Apps. To plan a meeting from scratch in Meeting Result, follow these steps. Step 1, go to cloud.meetingresult.com and log in with your username and password. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll log in. All right. Step 2, you can either click on the plus button next to meetings here on the My Projects dashboard, which is the default screen that you go to when you log in, or if you want to jump into an individual project, you can click on the plus button here next to the meetings header. We'll go ahead and click on the plus button here, which will bring up the first meeting planning screen. And on this screen, this is where we're going to give our meeting a name. We'll call this our weekly status meeting. We'll give it a location, conference room 2. You could also put a phone number or anything else here. It's a free-form text field. The project is already selected because we clicked on the plus button from within an individual project. You could change this if you needed to by just clicking here and choosing which project. Next, we're going to choose a date for our meeting by clicking on the calendar icon here, and we'll just choose Friday, the 9th of January. Next, we'll click on the clock button here to choose a start time, and we've got hours here, minutes. So we'll start this at 10 a.m. and it'll last for an hour. You can change this. We've got hours on the left, minutes on the right. It defaults to 1 hour. And so we'll click Save here. After we click the Save button on the second meeting planning screen, this is where we will plan the objectives for the meeting, the agenda items, invite our attendees, and set up our meeting subscribers. Meeting subscribers are people who won't attend the meeting, but who will be informed about the outcome. It's important that we do it in that order as well. Figure out what our objectives are, the why are we meeting, structure an agenda to achieve our objectives, and then based on that, determine who absolutely needs to be there. Those are the attendees. And who needs to be informed about the outcome. Those are the meeting subscribers. So let's go ahead and add the objectives for our meeting. We'll click on the Edit button. We'll click on the Add Objective button here on the pop-up, and then we'll just type in our objectives. And let's go back. We'll add a second objective. And we'll go back to our main list. We can reorder these. And then once we're done, we'll click on the Save button. We've got our objectives for the meeting. Next, we'll create our agenda for the meeting. Click on the Edit button here next to Agenda Items. And click on Add Agenda Item. We'll add first agenda item. We'll give it how much time we're going to allocate. Hours on the left, minutes on the right. We'll click on the person icon here to select a presenter for this agenda item, and then optionally we could add some planning notes too. There are certain things that we don't want to forget to mention during this agenda item. We can add those here. Don't forget to mention. And these planning notes are actually available to you while you're executing the meeting. So once this is set, we can go back to the agenda list. We can add a second agenda item or as many as we want to by performing the same steps. We'll give it some time. And we'll choose a presenter. Go back. Again, we can reorder these around. Once we got the agenda set, we click on the Save button. Now that we know why we're meeting, how we're going to achieve our objectives for the meeting, this will drive who we need to invite. So we'll go ahead and we'll invite a few folks to our meeting here who need to be present to help us achieve our objective. And then also, if we've got a few people that we need to keep informed, we would double click on their names. You'll see the subscriber tag, and if we click off of here, you'll see now that we've got attendees and the one subscriber that we have set up for this meeting. At this point, we're done with the meeting planning process. If we want to view and distribute the agenda, we can choose our format, whether it's PDF or Word document. We'll go ahead and do PDF. We'll take a look at this. We'll see the agenda is laid out with all the information that we have planned for the meeting. And if we're ready to send that out to everybody, we will go back here and we can click on the email icon right here, which will spawn an email. And that email contains a link to the PDF agenda as well as a calendar invite. And we'll see that all of our meeting attendees are set up in the to, and our subscribers are CC'd on the email. That concludes the planning process. When we're done, we just click on the Done button. Takes us back to our main project dashboard, and we'll see our meeting here in the scheduled list. Or if we jump into the project, we'll also see our meeting here in the scheduled list. And when we're ready to execute it, we'll come back here and we'll open up the meeting. That concludes this video tutorial. For more video tutorials, go to meetingresult.com/mrweb/resources. Thank you.